All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday, guys. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all loud and clear. What's going on, everyone? Nice pre-London bounce here on gold. You don't take this pre-London bounce here. Good morning, Corey. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Aaron and traders. Good morning, man. Good morning. Let me just pin myself here on Zoom. Let's see. Took the 30-minute morning star. Nice, Sean. Nice. You took it for, like, you bought this 30-minute. Thank you, short. Nice. Cool. Good morning, guys. We'll have a look. We'll break it down. I took a very small part of this. I realized I ran out of coffee this morning, so I had to run out to get some coffee. So I just took a little bit of this scalp here. Ended up having a great pullback. But yeah, there was a really nice 30-minute morning star play. Look at that. Very nice. Are you out of that trade as well, Sean? Pull back up into VWAP. Look at that. Yeah, grab the lows, held support. And it's big support too. Big support. That's where I was taking my longs of the 5-minute for a quick, just 200 bucks. But yeah, very nice support. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me get Discord up here. Let's have a look. Audio and video good. Awesome. Thank you, Bruno. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. If any guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. Been trading for the past 8 years and mainly focused on gold futures here in the European session. So good to be back on with you guys. Hope everyone had a good day in the markets yesterday. After we jumped off our London stream, I pretty much didn't trade for the rest of the day. You kind of just had, we took these lovely gold buys yesterday. For you guys who were here, we took these great gold buys yesterday on stream. And what did we also speak about on gold? For price to come back up into these highs here and back up into 5,200, which ended up getting hit beautifully. And if you guys remember, the reason I said I was going to take my profit here is because there was the potential for price to do something like this. And I'm like, you know what? Rather than trying to hold runners or trying to hold this position, let me get in, let me get out. If I really want another trade, just take a whole brand new trade, because that's what gold loves to do. And that's right, there's the reason I don't hold runners. So great day in the markets yesterday. Didn't really trade coming into New York. I didn't really see that much. There was nice shorts here. But for me personally, it was a little bit messy. So I was happy to take our London profit and pretty much be done with the day. We were done for the day by 9 AM London time. You guys who tuned in yesterday, we had that amazing gold buy. If you guys did miss yesterday's stream, highly recommend you guys go back and watch it. Not for just watching the trade, but for understanding the whole entire reasoning behind the trade. Why we said we were doing what we were doing, why we were exiting where we were doing, and all of that. So we'll see what we get for today. We'll have a quick look at the news as well. Rejected before my target. Are you still in, man? Are you still in? Are you still in, Sean? We'll see what Goldie gives us for the day. Let me just have a look at the news, see what we got here. Learned something from Dakota this morning. What was that, man? What was that? Did Dakota get any trades? Has Dakota still been trading gold? I haven't. Yeah, coffee is very important. Yeah, 100%. You couldn't come on stream and not have a coffee. So yeah, I had to dip out this morning and grab some coffee. Is Dakota still trading gold? I haven't been able to watch his Asian streams since being back in Europe, because they're during my nighttime. I used to like watching them when I was back in Australia, but I haven't been able to watch Asia because it's so late my time. Does Dakota still be trading gold, or is he back to NQ? Still gold. Nice. Let's have a quick look. What do we have in terms of news today? Remember, guys, tomorrow. So today is Thursday, the 5th of March. Tomorrow, Friday the 6th. Tomorrow we do have non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll, 1:30 London time, is going to be very big news for gold. Now, before we even look at the news, what are the markets doing right now, guys? Are we trending or are we ranging? To me, we're ranging. Now, that doesn't mean we can't take trades, right? We still ranged yesterday. We took great trades. Still ranged here, took great buys pre-London. Well, not great buys, but there was a great buy sell. I personally didn't take it, but it was a nice setup. So we are ranging. So when the markets are ranging, then I come on here and I look at the calendar and I see big NFP news tomorrow. Is a range that surprising? No. So in terms of my expectations coming into the markets today, am I expecting a huge breakout trade on gold? Or am I anticipating that I'm probably going to be more likely to play a range? Well, price is in a range. We have non-farm payroll tomorrow. I'm not going to be looking for any sort of big trending breakout trades. Why? Because we've got big news in the markets and ranging anyway. So, like I said, it doesn't mean we can't trade. We can absolutely trade. We still traded this range yesterday. So we'll still trade the range. Maybe we'll just be a little bit more picky or selective with our setups. And we'll also be open to maybe managing risk more aggressively. In terms of today, we have unemployment claims, 1:30 London time. That's all we really have on the calendar today. That's all there really is so far. 3 in the morning, me watching Dakota. Nice. Morning grind. Morning grind. It's a tough one, Sean. It's a tough one, man. So where was your, so say your entry was here, man. Where was your target? Where was your target and where did you jump back on? It's a tough one. Where was your initial target and where did you jump back on, man? It's a tough one when you wanted to get out of it and then it ends up pulling back over 100 ticks. Because this was a really nice play. I didn't take this trade, but this was a really nice play. I'll wait till I was thinking the resistance at 51.84. 51.84. Oh, I came so close. 51.84. Yeah, there on the hourly chart. Yep. And where did you jump back on? When it was like around here? I mean, it came that close to your TP that pretty much around here. So how much? So you were, yeah, about 130 ticks. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Previous alley did tag lows and close bullish, but yeah, you are back at right resistance. You're back at VWAP. Let's have a little look on the 5-minute here. Could we come up and manipulate these highs one more time? Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Have a little look at 30 minutes. Not really showing too much. I mean, yeah, personally, it is a little bit annoying when sometimes it comes that close to your take profit, but you weren't able to watch it. So I would kind of say, I mean, as long as you hold anywhere around here, like I mean, you're still a great entry. So as long as you break even, I like that trade, man. I like that trade. Thoughts on NQ? Yep, we'll have a look at NQ, guys. Let's break down Goldie here. We'll have a look at silver. We'll have a look at NQ. Have a look at any other markets as well. Let me just see some of you guys' questions. Curious where you would have shorted in Asia. I don't think there was any shorts, to be honest, man. I don't think there was any shorts actually, Jake, because I was kind of looking for price to hold this area to short in Asia, back down into this nice liquidity level back down here at 14.4 and previous day lows. But as you start to break back above, in terms of, I would just be waiting for more of a closure back below, which you just kept breaking higher and higher and higher. And I wouldn't have bought it because I don't really like the range. So yeah, I don't really think there was much in Asia today. Did you guys take any Asia trades? I don't think there was anything missed in Asia. I would have been wanting, you know, you jump on, you see this candle close bullish. Okay, cool. Let me wait for an evening style or a breakout. Here you tagged highs, closed bearish, but you were still trading back above support. So I don't think there was that much in Asia today. Nope, nice. That's good. I don't think there was anything missed in Asia today. Aaron, I have a question. I'm new in Topstep. Welcome, man. Welcome. Can I know why Topstep platforms are a lot cheaper than others and rules are not strict too? Is there any catch? Are you coming from a FX background? Are you coming from an FX background, man? Because when I made the transition from CFD prop firms to futures prop firms, yeah, they were significantly cheaper, and I also thought the same, but no, there's absolutely no catch. If anything, that's one of the main reasons why I switched to futures, because I could trade gold on you know, still CFD prop firms, but the reason I don't is because the futures prop firm rules to me are just so much nicer to trade, much more cheaper barrier to entry, and much easier to pass. But no, there's no catch, man. All you need to do is, let me just, before we, I'm still watching God here. Nothing shaping up just yet, guys. We've got time. This is all you need to follow here is, let me come down. Where are we? Where's the, let me go into it. Trade our money. So this is all we need. So say if you're doing a 50k, which I think is a great place to start, all you need to make is $3,000 with a max loss limit of 2,000. Don't lose any more than 2,000, and then you pass. And then once you get funded, all you need to get the payout is a minimum $550 green days. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, Tom. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And that's why when I used to trade CFD prop firms, the process to get funded is so much harder, but also for me at the time it was so much more expensive, and at the time I couldn't afford to lose £400, £500, £600. Like, it was crazy. No, not in a row, Andy. No, you can make $550 a day just to the next payout. That's why I would say to you guys, you know, don't focus on the $150 green days. Just focus on trading throughout the month, and you'll look back at the end of the month and go, oh wow, look at that, I made it without even trying. So no, you definitely don't need to make it in a row in a certain amount of time. It's just before you take your next payout, you have to have at least $550 green days. But don't even focus on it, guys. Just trade how you normally trade, and look back at the end of the month and go, oh, how many have I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, cool, I can take a payout. You know, if you're taking good trades, you're taking good setups, you will make the $550 green days without even thinking about it. So don't even focus on it, because the more you focus on it, the more likely you are to chase a P&L. But if you're taking good trades and you're trading well, you're gonna do it without even realizing. Yeah, you guys are looking at NQ a lot, so let's have a look. So yeah, so pricey and tough targets, 100%. I mean, on, like, you know, on them, for example, so you have to make 15% before you even get to see a funded account, which is insane. So you basically got to make like 20% before you even see a payout. It's insane. Yeah, NQ, you guys looking at NQ. So you guys remember that we were talking about NQ longs. Once price came down, grabbed these lows, held support, we were talking about buying NQ yesterday. I was saying I'd want to be buying NQ, seeing if this previous day candle can hold. It did that pretty much beautifully. Broke right back above 24,750, right back above 25,000. So to me, this is looking very, very, very nice. Any of you guys who were trading this yesterday, this was, oh wow, look at them longs in London. Played out for the whole entire day. That was the long setup in London. Excuse me, guys. I'm got the sniffles today. It's cold here in Spain. That was the great longs yesterday in London. Very, very, very nice longs. London so far hasn't done too much on NQ, which is nice because we typically see NQ in the London session move at like 5, 6 a.m. at London time. You haven't moved that much yet, which is kind of nice coming into this London Open. So obviously you had this great push up yesterday. You did just hold big resistance at 25,250. So if I was buying NQ, you know, these would be potential exit levels. Quick look at this weekly time frame. We've bounced off major support. We're coming into major resistance with non-farm payroll tomorrow. So expect to play a bit of a range today. Expect to play a bit of a range. If I had to say, I would be looking for longs coming into London. Personally, I wouldn't want to be shorting against this push up. Why? Because this was a great, great, great technical move. This was a great call on NQ yesterday. So I wouldn't want to be selling NQ personally. I would be looking for long setups. You have also a little bit of a, intraday trend line coming down, so more likely to squeeze this higher. So if you maybe wick out some lows, we got London Open in like 12 minutes here as well. There could be some potential longs. I'm currently in shorts. My only concern with shorts is in this current hours, you're selling against the previous hourly that tagged lows and closed bullish after yesterday also closed bullish. I mean, it was also here on NQ, it is also a range. You've been ranging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 hours. But for me personally, just looking at this hourly, when I see that hourly tag lows and close bullish, I would be happy to not sell this hour. I wouldn't want to sell that hour personally, because if I try and sell against a previous candle that tags lows and closes bullish, more times than not you will likely get squeezed. That's if it's gold anyway. Maybe NQ is a little bit different, but if I was looking at this on gold, I would be personally buying this hour. But with that being said, it is a little bit range bound. For me, for sells on NQ would be any closure back below, say, 25,040. Any closure back below 25,040 is that intraday support. Then there's the potential to pull back yesterday's move. But remember, if you do short NQ, you are shorting against yesterday's great technical push. And the longs on NQ yesterday, even though I don't trade it, were textbook. So if you made money yesterday buying it, and maybe you want to risk some of yesterday's profit by taking a risky short, that's fine. But if you didn't make money yesterday, I personally wouldn't short this. Personally. Again though, doing it like don't let me talk you out of a trade, man. If you see the setup, fantastic. You stick with what you see, because that's how we're really gonna grow here. That's just my completely neutral outlook. Let's have a look. We got gold close coming in 10 minutes here, guys. I am watching gold. I just kind of want to see this hourly close before we break it down. We have silver as well. Wow, look at this on silver. Great pre-London longs here. Let's get rid of all these levels. You guys who were here yesterday, remember we were talking about also buying silver. Why were we buying silver? Well, we had clear liquidity targets and a very nice 30-minute morning star play. Now, I didn't take the silver longs. Why? Because I was buying gold instead. But silver did end up playing out perfectly. Great longs on silver. Now, liquidity levels have pretty much all been hit, so let's do some new levels here. Let's clean silver up a little bit. Let's have a look what's actually going on here. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that on silver. That's interesting. Look at what silver's done, but gold hasn't. And this is what I was anticipating gold would do today. I was anticipating gold to come down and grab previous day lows. Well, silver has already done that and bounced. So that's where silver looks a little bit different than gold today, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do on gold today. I'm trying to short down into previous day lows. Was there a short setup in Asia for that? No, it kind of happened just now, to be honest. But there's that previous day low that has now just been liquidated there on silver. So is there the potential that we maybe come back up and retest these highs from Asia, maybe retest the highs from London yesterday? Possibly. Let's mark it on. Let's see. Let's mark it on. I think if we were going to look to buy silver up into Asia highs, you'd probably want to see a little, maybe a break back above, say, 84, because this is still an aggressive push down. Buying below yesterday's low would have been nice in hindsight off that 30-minute morning star play. Well, we weren't on the charts yet, so don't worry. What we could have done, let's think about what we can potentially now do. And I mean, if this hourly closes bullish above the previous hourly high, maybe a little bit of a liquidity wick some hourly lows, and then see if there's some longs on silver. The only thing is, I do see longs on silver and shorts on gold. They don't necessarily correlate exactly the same, but it is nicer when they shape up together. Went with the gold longs over silver. Yeah, nice. 30-minute morning star didn't close above the support, whereas gold did. Yes, that's true, man. Yeah, this was a pretty aggressive previous hourly close as well. And yeah, you still kind of closed pretty bearish here. So yeah, I agree. Gold was nicer to buy here. But that is nice to see silver liquidating previous day lows. The amount of people who, you guys know the way we trade, would have been buying this, looking for this huge play higher. Well, what does silver love to do? Same as gold. If it hasn't grabbed the lowest point, loves to come down and liquidate them lows before potentially going higher. So that was a great sell-off on silver. Not much in Asia though. Sold off here at 5:30 London time with a very big sell-off. Let's see, man. Hey Aaron, hope you're well. Can you review my account performance, please? Yeah, go for it, Joe. If once we got time, we're waiting for something to shape up, man. If you go onto X and if you tag myself, tag Topstep TV, hashtag London Open, I will absolutely see your charts. See, like here, if you guys look at this, it's from yesterday. If you guys hashtag London Open at Topstep TV and just at myself at the Aaron Trades, go for it. Absolutely. More than happy to look at some charts. Look at this. That's amazing. So yeah, go for it. Absolutely. I can look at your account whilst I wait for gold to shape up. We got London Open in 5 minutes here, guys. Gold having a little bit of a sell-off here. Let's have a look. I don't keep an eye on NQ because NQ hasn't moved before London Day, so it could be interesting. Let's see, Chris. 1 minute. Yeah, I don't trade 1 minute, so it's kind of hard to say. Man. It's not how I personally trade. Took a short in the third bearish candle after breaking support. What do you think of this trade? I'm not too. I need a little bit more context, man. I took the short on the third bearish candle after breaking support. Which time frame and which instrument, man? Which time frame, which instrument? Again, I can break it down if you want to tag me on X, then I can absolutely look at the chart as well. We can absolutely have a look. We've got London Open coming up here in 5 minutes, guys. Gold, you can see previous hourly tag lows closed very bullish, but now you're tagging highs and closing a little bit bearish. So what does that tell us? Very likely a range. Break even, yeah, good man. Break even's good. Break even's good. But yeah, you very likely are going to play a range today on gold. But you know, we played a range yesterday on gold and took a very nice $900 playing a range. So yeah, you will likely range today. But ranges doesn't necessarily mean we can't trade. I mean, we can absolutely still trade a range. Like I said, we played it perfectly yesterday. Let me just get up my trading view chart here for a second. Have a look at this lower time frame here on Goldie. Yeah, kind of hovering around that view. To be honest, Goldie to me looks like a lower time frame. You want to spike up higher, but you may pull back a little bit first. This hourly close is not going to be the easiest for us to trade coming into 8 AM because that's all we're really looking to do here. We're taking trades in 8 AM based off previous hourly candle closures because we're here to trade the next hour. So we trade the next hour based off what's happened here. We tag lows, close bullish, tagged highs, close bearish. The reason we took such nice longs yesterday on the London Open is because you had a huge liquidity wick and you closed bullish. So easy buys coming into London yesterday. Whereas right now, yeah, it is tough. Do you find being in the middle of a range makes it lower probability setup? Yes, definitely, man, definitely. Being in the middle of the range is just, you maybe want to manage the risk more aggressively. But the reason we were happy to trade the range yesterday is because you had a great downside liquidity game and you hadn't yet grabbed any of the highs. So yesterday's range was very nice. Whereas here today on gold, you kind of aren't really shaping up like yesterday yet. Anyway, like yeah. Was in on the silver longs. Nice, closed at resistance as it looked like it was struggling, but I'm still up. 255 on the day across 2 accounts. Nice, Corey. Nice. Where was the you took the pre-London push like this? This is nice. For silver coming into London, I would like to see something very similar to what happened on gold yesterday. Come down, liquidate some lows, and then see if we can potentially get back above. But again, guys, big NFP news tomorrow. Be open to just playing ranges today. Don't look for huge moves. If you see 100, 200 ticks, and I will be taking profit. Just don't mind. Nice, very nice. I ended up still got a nice piece for them. I came down, grabbed day lows, held support, started to break out. So, even getting in this late, you're getting in with still some upside room, which is nice. And you're getting in after the breakout as well, which is even more important. Let's have a look. Let's see if you shared a chart. Let me see. Let's go hashtag London Open. Let me see. Latest. None yet. Yeah, if you guys want me to look at your trades, absolutely feel free to tag me on X and we could break it down. We've got London Open coming in 1 minute here, guys. Let's see. Just watching this hourly closure here on gold. Watching this hourly closure and watching this 5-minute time frame to see what gold does for us for today. I'm learning, absolutely, man. Learning every day, showing up. Whether we take trades in London or we don't, what we do is we show up every single day. We go through the plan, we break it all down, and we learn every single day. We keep getting better. That's the goal. Keep getting better every single day. Same as if we don't take a trade today, we're gonna learn something. Hopefully we do though. Let's see. We'll see. I do like this on gold to squeeze a little bit higher. Now, the only thing I'm thinking of on gold is, what do we have here? We kind of got some big support here. It's kind of one big zone. You've got big support here, and then you do also, I'm looking at these wicks here, these wicks, and you kind of do also have this right here as well. That's what we're really working with right now. Big support, big resistance. London Open time here, guys. Let's have a look. Hourly candle, tagged highs, held resistance, also kind of holding support. So if I'm going to be a buyer on gold off this support, I would like to be a buyer at least below them hourly lows, not in the middle of this previous candle. So if I'm going to be a buyer, I'd like to be a buyer down there, because it's not super convincing right now. Because here, like, you're tagging highs, tagging lows. Exactly, man. That's it. Correct. Let the trades come to us. No chase with FOMO. Exactly. One candle can change everything. That's also very true, Corey. Yep. My biggest lesson so far is learning the more you rush your combine to pass, the quicker you fail. Exactly. The more you rush the combine to get it over the line straight away, you're like, I'm going to do this in 2 days. The more money you spend, the more time you waste. Whereas if you pass it the right way, once you get funded, you're going to have the confidence to actually keep it as well, which is also more important. So getting funded isn't impressive. What's impressive is getting funded the right way and keeping it to get payouts. And only you know deep down if you passed it the right way. If you full ported it, got lucky and got funded, you know deep down that wasn't the right way to trade. Yep. Yeah, we've all done it, man. We've all done it, Carl. Oh, this is awesome, Corey. Look at this. This is amazing. You mind if I share this on YouTube as well, Corey? This is awesome. This is amazing. Did you just make this up yourself? This is awesome. I love this. This is amazing. Let me see if I can share this. My list, I keep it on the side. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Let me see if I can show you guys on YouTube this. This is Corey on Zoom's gold trading desk card. Quick reference. This is amazing. Look at this. Where did you make this, Corey? This is awesome. Look at this. Mark highs and lows, weekly key levels, draw the ranges, check the US dollar and yields. Yesterday, nice. Look at this. Liquidity zone, fits a model, no chasing, no setup, no trade. Love that. Execution time frame, entry, take profit, liquidity, post trade review, log trades. That's awesome, Corey. I love this, man. This is awesome. You know what? Even just printing this out, sticking it on the side of your desk. This is awesome. That's so clean, man. Love that. Love that. I used to do that as well back in the day. I don't do it anymore, but I used to have like sticky notes on the side of my computer. I would probably say not as nice things as you. I'd probably say like stop being an idiot for PG words, or stop doing this, or I would always have sticky notes on the side of my computer, or you know, even on the wall behind me. But yeah, that's very professional. I love that. That's awesome. So gold coming down, liquidating previous hourly lows within the first 3 minutes here. So if gold starts to find some support down here, there is potential longs back up into these hourly highs. So how big is this range? Up into these previous hourly highs is 150 ticks. yeah. Literally, Carl. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Literally. From why can I not think of his name? Who's the trader that said it? How can I not think of his name? Tom Dante. That's the one. He got some great ones, but that's pretty much what he says. Yeah. Yeah, he's so good, man. Yeah, he's so good. That's pretty much where I got that from. He's so brutal and honest, but it's what you need. That's what you need. So yeah, I want to see if gold can wick some lows and potentially find some support. Again, silver, if I'm going to buy silver, I don't want to buy silver this high. I also don't want to sell silver here. Why? Because you just tag lows and close very bullish. So I want to be a buyer on silver, but I don't want to be a buyer up here. NQ coming into London is probably still pretty choppy. Had the hourly close. It kind of didn't really break out here in NQ. Back at support, back at resistance. May break back lower, but yeah, it's pretty choppy. Goldie squeezing lower. Yeah, nice, Chris. Playing the range. Look at that hourly, kind of still holding support. So, you know, if you look at this hourly range, it's very easy to see we're in a range, but on a lower time frame, you know, I think a lot of people could be getting chopped up in here. So if you've made money in this range, good job. I would personally lock it in. I would lock it in. Let's see how gold acts at these hourly lows here, guys. See if we find some support. Let me see. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Took the third hourly. Oh yes, nice. Took the third hourly bearish close. Nice. There you go. Here we go. Took the third hourly bearish close on gold after breaking the support with no wick on the daily. Yeah, nice, absolutely. So if you got short this candle here, yeah, this is a lovely short. This is a lovely short. Oh, look at that. No bottom wick on the day. I didn't see that. Very nice. Short and down into that daily open. Yes, that's a very nice trade. Great trade, man. Great trade. I really like that. More importantly, you wait for price to actually break back below and then shorted it, which is nice. Rather than trying to, you know, on gold, trying to short up here and predict, you wait for price to break back below. Most recent resistance broke above, back below, here, resistance again. Short and down at that daily open. Yes, that's a very nice trade. Really nice trade, man. Good trade. Nice trade. Have a sticker on my screen. Don't be stupid. Nice. Nice. Let's see here, guys. Let's see what Goldie does for the day. Personally, if gold does just sell off, that's fine. I won't get FOMO. Why? Because I'm just not interested in shorting into all this support. If I want to sell gold today, which I do think there is the possibility to short gold all the way back down into 5100. But if I'm going to be a seller on gold, yeah, I want to see price break this support, invalidate this liquidity wick candle here, and then I'll potentially short. In this current hour, personally, I am not interested in selling gold. If it pushes down, fantastic. That gives me the confirmation that we'll break into the downside and I'll short at 9 AM, for example. But personally, me right here, I don't want to sell gold. I want to be looking for potential long setups back up into the highs. But with how we are ranging on the higher time frame, it's a market where we have to be very reactive and not think too much. Don't get glued to some sort of ego or bias. We want to stay as reactive as possible. As reactive as possible. We don't want to think too much here today, guys. We want to be very, very, very reactive. Remember, guys, we do have non-farm payroll tomorrow as well. Non-farm payroll tomorrow, so we can expect to, like I say, play the range today. Play the range. If we break back above, you know, I will give it a little bit of a shot. I probably will go in smaller today than I did yesterday. Yesterday we took the longs at 2 micros. It was a great trade. Here today I'll probably take it at 1. I probably want to trade much more than 1 today. Let's see. NQ still selling off. NQ selling off. Look at that. Perfect third touch for trendline. Be watching that for later on. Silver trying to pull back, but again, you guys can see kind of how messy this can get. This is where I don't want to trade, because this is where you can get chopped up all day long. You know, you've been ranging since 7 AM all the way until pretty much the whole hour. And you can sit here and you can try and buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell. You can say, you know what? This is just a little bit of a range. Let me just let price break out a little bit more and let the markets come to me. So be careful in here on silver. To me, there's no quality setups in here. But again, that doesn't mean we have to write off the whole entire day. If there's nothing shaping up right now, give it some time. Like I always say, guys. How long did we wait for the trade yesterday? We jumped on at 7:30. We waited all the way until, what, about 8:25? So we waited an hour for yesterday's trade. And it was absolutely worth the wait. Absolutely worth the wait. Gold squeezing lower here. Remember, if we do break lower on gold, I would be looking to short gold all the way into yesterday's low. If I do get a short here on gold today, yesterday's low looks like a great downside target. A great downside target. And that's a very, very, where are we? Say these lows here. Oh no, it's actually here, I think. No, here. It's a very, very, very nice range. Because if you see yesterday's close, you know, it didn't really do too much. You know, we had that huge sell-off on Tuesday. Wednesday just kind of held resistance. Couldn't really break above or below. And you guys from the Asia market call, what I'm basically thinking here, even if, let's say, gold's going to have a push to a much higher level, we could still confidently say there's a likelihood that you'll come down and liquidate some daily lows before going higher. So that's all we're really trying to do here. Take advantage of that liquidity wave, whether it's the highs or whether it's the lows. We will see depending on which way the intraday markets break out. So I've been watching yesterday's high and low as overall targets. Where's the high of yesterday? Around here. Yeah, pretty far away here. So we're kind of right in the middle of yesterday's high and low. Misjudged the daily, was looking at longs into yesterday's high. I don't think so. I think the daily buy stay could have been very neutral. I can see it coming up to grab the highs before going low. I can also see it coming down to grab the lows before going high. I don't think there's much of a daily bias right now. You know, when I've kind of, it's getting a little bit messy. Let's clean this up for a second. Let's get rid of these trades from yesterday. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this. But, you know, when you're kind of, you know, you got yesterday's low, you got yesterday's high, and you're right in the middle. The way you know which way to trade into is just depending on whichever way the markets break out. You know, if we break this support, great, we short into lows. If we break the resistance, maybe we buy up into the highs. And right now we're just kind of holding the highs and holding the lows, and we're kind of right in the middle. So no, I don't think so, man. I don't. You know, if you were looking to buy gold today up into yesterday's high, I don't think that was a misjudgment on daily bias. I could honestly see any either or happening. And when I can see either or happening, that's an indication that I need to just be more patient. Because we want to be maximizing the days like yesterday, you know. We've tagged lows, we've got clear targets, maximize these days. When you jump on and your targets are as clear as day, you know, we maximize them. But we jump on, you have highs, you have lows, you're right in the middle. That's where we just stay a little bit more neutral. So I will short or buy gold depending on whichever way we break out here. But me personally, I'm not shorting this current now. If I want to sell gold, I'll just wait to sell it at maybe 9 to 10 AM. Because I personally, not to say you can't sell it, but for me personally, shorting into this 9 times out of 10 out of 100 plus trades isn't going to give me a high quality setup. Therefore, I have no reason to see this push down and get FOMO. This push down could confirm my shorts into 9 AM, which could give a potential great trade. But right now, I don't want to be a seller into here. Wait for it to break. You wait for price to break, you let price come to you. You know, down into here, 163. This low here, 265. Back down into yesterday's low, 500 ticks. So there's very nice downside targets that are absolutely worthwhile waiting for once we do get that closure. So Goldie have a nice sell-off. Oh, silver pulling back as well. Nice. Silver pulling back into previous hourly lows after tagging lows and closing bullish. Silver interesting to watch. You got silver selling off. You got gold selling off. You got NQ right back at the support. I still like NQ longs. How much are we down here on Goldie? Goldie down to 180 ticks in this current hourly bottom wick. 180 ticks. Let's have a look, Andrew. Got long on the hourly liquidity grab. Let's see, man. This one here, this one. Yep. Yeah. I mean, that was a good quick cut, man. Yeah, definitely. You kind of, if you buy after this close here, yeah, you're kind of buying right at the resistance. Whereas I think, if anything, if we wanted to buy gold, I actually think buying gold here was nicer, because at least you're buying at support after a big liquidity wick, big wick rejection at major support. I think buying here would have been much nicer, much nicer. Look at this sell-off on gold. We may not have to wait for the hourly. If this 30-minute closes like this, maybe next 30 pulls back and we short into the hourly close. This is a great sell-off here. This is a really nice sell-off. This is what we want to see. Downside targets would be these two lows here. Probably maybe even intraday target here, because we're playing the range. How much is this? If we pull back on the next 30-minute, yeah, 286. Fantastic. But yeah. If you bought up here, yeah, but especially when we're not trending, yeah. If you bought up here, you kind of buying right at resistance. Or if you want to be a buyer, we want to be a buyer at support, not this high. Because if you put on trend lines here on gold, you can kind of see you got trend line coming down, yeah, trend line coming up, trend line coming down. You're just kind of getting squeezed. But this 30-minute, which I am gonna wait for, I'm gonna stick to the plan. I'm not gonna drop down to 5 just yet. Could maybe even give ourselves at, let's say, 8:30. Maybe 8:30. But yeah, there was any NQ trades in Asia. I don't think there was much missed in Asia today. Remember you guys when I did the Asian market call yesterday, I said I wasn't really seeing too much in these markets, so I think waiting for London was a good play today. There's nothing amazing jumping out yet. I emphasize yet because remember guys, like I always say, oh, where have I just gone? I've lost the screen. Like I always say guys, it might not make sense right now, but it doesn't mean it can't make sense in an hour's time, for example. Trail these shorts. Nice jersey. Nice. Just shorten the resistance. Decent breakout, man. Nice breakout. Trailing, yeah. Support, yeah. Because you could easily, before you get all these wick rejections here on gold, at one point, these were huge bearish candles. And if we tried to short these, you get wicked all the way right back out. Before this was a huge wick rejection, this was an aggressively bearish candle. Wicked all the way right back above. That's where I took that buy there pre-London. Same thing right now. Might not, but based off what we've seen so far for the day, it would make more sense to think that this support could hold than thinking it's going to break. We don't need to think it's going to break. Why don't we just let it break and then short it? Did you just short just playing the range, Joe? Just off that grab of the highs and bearish closes, just play the range, just shorten it down. Because there's a nice grab of the highs, hold a VWAP, just shorten for a bit of a pullback. Nice. Good man. Just with the shorts here, you just want to be managing more aggressively. But worth a shot, why not? Even just a bit of a combine play. You know, because it's hard to sell against a hourly candle tag lows and close bullish of 400 ticks. But maybe just, if you see a little bit of bought, maybe just short it for like a combine, for example. Bit of a risky trade or a bit of a forward test. See how it goes. I like that. Yeah, it's a quick scalp with that potential even style. Yeah, I mean, maybe you manage as soon as you hit previous hourly lows, for example, and start trailing. I like that, man. Clearly worth a shot. Absolutely. Look at that. Nice just straight sell-off. Big run up. Ranged. Decent push back down. Nice pushes here. Nicest trade so far for me was pre-London. Pre-London was nice longs. This move I don't really care too much about, but this move was absolutely valid here. Nice trade, man. Nice trade. Nice trade. Let's see. Are you starting to see the round numbers on gold not acting as strong support and resistance? No, they definitely still hold. They're just so much bigger. You can see they're still holding here. Like you held 5,000, you held 5,100, you held 5,200, you held 5,400. Even here you're holding fake out. So they're still holding. They're just much bigger ranges now. Like I would usually be watching levels in between this big, you know, 1,000 tick range. Like I'd be watching 5150. But because the ranges are so big, yeah, they can get broken a lot more aggressively. But no, they're still very important. Same as if I short gold today. You know, I would like to short gold into yesterday's low, which is down here. But I will also keep in mind, as soon as we hit 5,100, I may start to manage a trade. Same as here in Asia. Look at this. You broke above 5,200. Why would I not take this breakout? Well, it's 5,200. It's big resistance. You close back below. Well, maybe you short 5,200. So no, you can still see they're getting respected very, very well. They're just much bigger now. Much bigger. We got 30-minute close coming in 9 minutes here, guys. There may be a pullback for a short into the hourly close. But remember, you may also fake out from this level. Like yesterday. Look at this. This is where we took our longs yesterday. Okay, closed very bearish, got straight back above. So might not happen, but it's possible that it could also happen. It's happened a few times here. You break it, you get back above. Here, you break it, you get back above. You break it, you get back above. So hourly support coming in. What was my trade? My trade was this this big rejection here on gold. Buying off this major support and anticipating that we were going to wick back above and hold these levels. So I just took a very small scalp here, like from here to here. I was trying to play up for a bigger trade, but like I said, I had to jump off before coming on with you guys. So yeah, I just took a little bounce off this major support here. It was a very nice 30-minute morning star though. My ideal setup would have been buying this whole entire 30-minute candle for like 200 ticks. That would have been my ideal setup. But I just took a little 5-minute scalp off this major support, grabbing some nice lows as well, which was the nicest place so far here. So if this bearish, this 30-minute does close bearish, guys, pull back and you may short into the next 30 minutes. But nothing missed here for me just yet. This is price confirming what we actually want to see. Let's see. Where are we? 800 people tuning in, guys. Remember, drop a like for the stream. Subscribe to Topstep YouTube channel. We took a great trade yesterday. Nothing shaping up for me just yet, but we got time. We got time. Like I said, if you guys didn't watch yesterday's stream, definitely worth going back to watch. I'll probably recap it into a YouTube vid at some point as well, because it was a great trade. all based off the higher time frame. Exactly what we're doing here as well. But here we're just letting the higher time frame confirm. So here you tag lows, you hold support. So cool, I'm not selling this hour, but if this hour closes bearish, cool, then I can take my shorts. Remember, our job is not to predict. Our job is to simply react. Let the markets break down and then follow it. That's all we're trying to do here. Let's have a look. Silver, NQ. Again, not really. I do like longs on NQ. I do like longs on NQ. Silver as well. You can see here, holding this resistance. Would I short silver? Well, look at this previous hourly. Tag lows and closed very bullish. So what does that tell us? That also tells us there's massive support. So we have big support around like 82.8 on silver. We also have big resistance at, let's say, 84. So silver, you do also have trapped in a pretty tough range where it could get very messy in here. Do you have some tips on how to look for swing positions on gold? I find it so hard these days. Don't want to watch every chart every hour. You don't need to. If you're swing trading, you don't need to watch gold every hour. You're watching daily and 4-hourly candle closures. And you're taking a handful of trades a week, a month. There's been, like I said, there's been great swing trading opportunities on gold. There was great buys here. End of Feb, there's more buys here. End of Feb, there might not be swing trades right now, but for swing trading, no, I mean, you shouldn't be watching every single hourly candle close. You're focusing on this higher time frame. So there's been great swing trades to start the year, even here. Fake out buys here. You had these nice shorts. Like I say, all the buys from last week as well. There might not be anything right now, but why would there be a swing move when we have NFP tomorrow? If you want to get a swing trade on gold right now, I'd be looking to swing shorts above yesterday's high. Or maybe you swing some longs below previous day lows. But no, I swing trade gold all the time. Most of my transition to full-time trading was from swing trading gold and swing trading different currencies. And I never really watched the hourly. Sometimes I watch the hourly, once my 4 hours shaping up. But you shouldn't be watching every hourly candle close. You don't need to. Set alerts. Remember, swing trading doesn't mean you're in multiple trades multiple times a day and week and month. Swing trading, some weeks might give you 3 to 4 opportunities. Some weeks it might not give you any opportunities. But the best way to swing trade is just set alerts. Set alerts at levels that you think are of interest, and then take the trades. Let price get to the alerts, and then see if you can trade. Swing trading obviously requires a lot of patience. A lot of patience. It's the only, swing trading does sound all well and good. You buy a position, you leave it for a couple of weeks, life's great. Which swing trading can be great. Exactly that. Trying to swing trade right now with all the war news, the Trump news coming out, it's extremely difficult. That's why we're ranging so much. So trying to swing trade in these markets is absolutely going to be tough because there's no clear fundamental direction for gold. 1 minute the war's on, next minute it's off. Next minute there's tariffs, next minute there's not. So is it surprising? No, not at all. And that's kind of why I transitioned into day trading, because I was missing out on a lot of intraday opportunities whilst I was waiting for longer term swings. But yeah, like I say, if you want swings, there's absolutely been great swings this year. There's already been great swings. I say this year, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, there was great swings. There was great swings here on gold. There was great swings here again last week. What was this? I took longs on the 27th. That was last Friday. So there was a swing. We had price to come up and liquidate all of these highs here. Well, there's 2,000 ticks. There's your swing for the week. There's your swing for the month. Like, that's a huge trade. Huge trade. Yep. Have to be able to forget about the position when you swing trade, or run the risk of waking up at 2 a.m. and then try to go back to sleep after being drawn. Yes, definitely. That's the thing. Swing trading does sound all well and good. I used to love swing trading, but it can be very stressful. You could be in a trade for like a day, 2 days, and then it ends up coming right back down to a loss or break even. So I love to do both. Majority of my swing trading right now is just stocks. I do still take gold trades on my personal, but to be honest, with how big these ranges are, I mean, you know, when I first started trading gold, or even me trading gold 3 years ago, you know, this move here would have been a swing trade. 600 ticks, like that would have taken a good couple of days to play out. Whereas you're moving 600 ticks in, you know, in less than a day. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But there's absolutely been swing trading opportunities on gold. Last month, January, maybe not so much just yet this month, but you know, we're what, 1, 2, 3 trading days into the month. Plenty of time, man. Plenty of time. But you don't need to watch hourly candle closures. Absolutely. Show the hottest picture of you McDonald's salary loss from yesterday. The hottest picture of me McDonald's salary lost yesterday. That I don't even know if them words go in the same sentence. What does that even mean? If you mean this absolute legendary picture, here you go. This is the absolutely. Oh, there you go. Actually, no, yeah, you're right. I said that. McDonald's salary report, like that. Jack Donald's. Hey, it does actually say that. Yeah, you're right. All right, my bad. That's the picture. It's gonna be my new thumbnail. So we got this 30-minute close coming up here on gold, guys. We're gonna close bearish. Remember, we are still closing bearish at support. So if we want to short this next 30-minute, there's the possibility of fake outs from this level. We have to run that risk. There's absolutely the possibility of fake outs from this level. So if we short, be wary of that. Ooh, that's a great question. Other than trading, what would be your dream job? Your dream job? Oh man, what would be my dream job? That's such a tough question. That's such a tough question. I don't know why that's such a tough question, but it is. If you'd asked me that when I was like, I don't know, a kid, I would have been like, oh, this, and this, but yeah, man. Yeah, that's the thing. Professional skateboarding. Yeah, that would have been my answer like 10 years ago. That feels horrible saying 10 years ago. Yeah, this. What do you mean? This right here. This is it. What would be my dream job? Man, that's a good question. I have to think about that. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards, like something to do with travel, like a travel or like a travel food vlogger. You just go around the world eating food. That sounds pretty fun. Get to travel, get to eat lots of food and get paid for it. Yeah, Airbnb tester. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I really don't know. That's such a tough question, man. That's such a good question. I have to sit down and think about that today. But yeah, to me, this is my dream job. To be able to do this with you guys and do travel, trade, anything with freedom aspect to me was always a dream job. And same as like I love like businessy things as well. So a dream job to me is like building and selling businesses like that. That's also really fun. I studied business of entrepreneurship at university, so I mean, not that it had any relevance, but this is why I don't want to sell gold, guys. This is why I don't want to sell gold. This possibility of 30-minute fake outs. Yeah, any like business thing is cool. See, this is why I said I don't want to short gold. There's the possibility of 30-minute fake outs. Why? Because it's hourly support, which if that does happen, I will go back to buying gold. This is why I've been skeptical to sell this. If this 30-minute fake out happens, great, we can buy gold into the hourly close. If we re-break current 30-minute lows, there's potential to short. No, I don't, Jersey. Let me have a look, man. Are they on YouTube or something? Let me see. Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, I've seen him, man. Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him. I don't know exactly what he does, but... is he like an investor or something? Yeah, I've seen some pretty... Yeah, he gets pretty angry, doesn't he? So I've seen some videos, he gets very aggressive. So, two scenarios. Two simple scenarios right now on gold. We either potentially sell stop this current 30-minute low, which is a possibility, or this 30-minute closes above and we potentially buy from here. So two very simple scenarios right now on gold. If this 30-minute looks like it's going to flip back bearish, cool. I'll put a sell stop on the low and try and short down into these lows here. If we close back above, cool. I'll go back to buying gold up into these pre-London highs. Anything in between, I'm just going to wait. Super simple. No need to overthink. No need to worry. No need to stress. 30-minute flips bearish, cool. We've got shorts. We break back above. That 30-minute closing back above will give that hourly that great wick rejection. I can go back to my longs. Remember, we're just playing a range here on gold, guys. So you need to be extremely reactive. Here's your big resistance. Here's your big support. We're in a range. Don't overthink too much. The reason I haven't jumped in loads trades right now is because we are in the middle of a range. And I want quality over quantity. I don't need to scratch and itch every day to be in trades 24/7. Same as silver looks even choppier, to be honest. NQ trying to break lower. Kind of choppy, though. Trying to break lower. Usually we see that big run on NQ around like 6 a.m. But didn't really, that was a nice move. I didn't really move that much. Yeah, imagine that, Glenn. I know, it's crazy, man. Imagine that. Yep, exactly, Carl. Stay strong with the bias, exactly. I want to do anything that I wouldn't normally do if I wasn't on here with you guys, so I'm going to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. But if this 30-minute does flip bearish, then we could actually get a nice bearish hourly candle close, then you get the nice shorts into 9 a.m. I am pretty confident with, you know, like I said, that to be honest, we really kind of need to see this candle play out to be able to make the next decision. Because we trade this 8 a.m. candle based on how the two previous candles have closed, or the past couple of candles, which is why we took such good longs yesterday. We took such nice longs yesterday because pre-London we liquidate lows and held support. So we were buying gold yesterday, clear bullish bias. Whereas what have we done pre-London today? We closed bearish, we tagged lows, we closed bullish, we tagged highs, we closed doji. Does it give us much confidence to trade this 8 a.m. candle? Not really. Not really. But again, if this candle wicks all the way back above, this could confirm trades into 9 a.m. So that's why sometimes patience pays. But this right here is exactly why I said I don't want to sell gold. It's exactly why I didn't want to short gold. There's no need to get FOMO here. So if we look at the open of this hourly, the point where it will start to flip back bullish is around here. Let me just double check. Yeah, there. Right there. So price starts getting above this level on the 5-minute. That'll be where the hourly goes from being very bearish to all of a sudden we're now coming all the way back up here, so we're starting to get that big wick rejection. That's why you want to be careful trying to look at this. This is what you like to call great manipulation here on gold. You see that 30-minute close bearish, you try short without understanding higher time frame support, you get squeezed out. Look at this, pulling all the way right back up. And like I said, guys, with everything that I just explained here, before these were big hourly wick rejections that look like obvious longs, these were aggressive bearish candles. And if you tried to FOMO into these bearish aggressive candles, you would have got stopped out every single time. Well, that's why I was skeptical of shorting here. The exact same thing. So I've just saved myself a loss by not trying to FOMO into this poor quality setup. So I've saved myself a loss. I've protected my capital. I'm fresh, ready to take a trade for the day. Be an F1 driver looks pretty sweet. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet. Pilot. Yeah, see, I probably would have said pilot when I was younger. But now when I think about it, would I want to be a pilot? Like, you know, would I want to be a pilot traveling all the time? Like flying throughout the night, like here and there? I think it sounds pretty stressful. Sounds pretty cool, but I think like Imagine how many trips they have to do a day, like leaving their family, like crazy workouts. I think it'd be pretty stressful. Words of wisdom right there. That's why I'm here. Yes, absolutely, man. Again, that's why, sometimes, yeah, no Wi-Fi for trading. Yeah, exactly. You can't trade when you're in the air. But it's so easy to, see these big wick rejections and go, oh, you know what? Huge liquid. That was an easy buy, which it was. But before these are big wick rejections, if I just show you guys for a second, before these are big wick rejections, what is this? This is, at one point, one huge bearish candle. If you tried to short that, you tried to FOMO in without understanding its huge support, well, that's what gold absolutely loves to do. It loves to trap you in the shorts before it wakes all the way back above and does exactly what you want. That's literally what gold loves to do, and time again. Same as this right now. We have this huge support here. Price loves to look like it's very, very bearish. Let me just make this bolder. Price looks like it's very, very, very bearish. You try and FOMO in out of pure emotional decisions, even though you know in the back of your mind this is huge support, then guess what? Price wicks all the way right back above and starts to do what we want. And then rather than trying to get FOMO, now we can start potentially looking to get in the trade. So it is literally what gold loves to do. Gold loves to leave them huge wick rejections. So to me, this could actually now shape up for nice buys coming into 9 AM. Oh, 100 hours a month. Well, what's that? That's not too bad, is it? Oh no, yeah, that's all right. That's pretty good actually. That's not as bad as I thought. I guess they must do like what, like big days and then take a good break. God, Max contracted combine. And again, guys, this is why I don't get FOMO. This is why I don't get FOMO here. Was a pilot but stopped because it's not good family life. Oh, cool, very nice. Need trading to give me more freedom. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, like I said, guys, the reason I don't get FOMO when I see this getting selling off is because I know that this can be the huge wick rejection that gold loves to give. Same as when this was looking like a huge bullish candle. It's easy to look back and go, oh, you know what, we broke it. Huge wick rejection. That was a great short. But in real time, when this is pushing up, everyone goes, oh, maybe this is a fake out. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But until the candle's closed, you're not trading off maybe. You're trading off how did the previous candle close. The previous candle closed bearish. So you wouldn't buy this until it's actually closed above. So when you see it pushing up, you should be selling it anticipating it's going to hold until the candle closure tells you otherwise. Same as right now, we should be buying this until it closes bearish and tells us otherwise. Because we're here to react, not think. And that's the key here, guys. We're here to react, not think. That's the reason I didn't FOMO into short. It would have been great to, scalp it down and make money and be out. It wasn't my trade, therefore there's no reason to get FOMO. I stick to my plan, and that's what pays me consistently, not today. I'm not here to get paid today. I'm here to get paid over the next however many weeks, months, quarters, years. That's what we have to remember. So it would have been, like I say, lovely to have short this, taken a couple of hundred ticks out of the markets. Would me trying to short hourly support over a long period of time pay me? No. Therefore, no reason to think about what might have happened today. But this could now be shaping up for a great trade. A really good trade. Start moving businesses so I could... Nice. That's cool, Glenn. And a pilot license. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it shapes up last 3 candles on the hourly being liquidity grabs, 100%. Which is why this looks so good for longs. So, back to what you were saying earlier, Anshuk, that you think that there's a possibility coming up to yesterday's high. This could be now it. This could be, we've tagged lows, closed bullish, tagged lows again. Could this now be the push where we see up into yesterday's highs? Easily. Very, 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 very possible. But we kind of want to see this hourly confirm what we're thinking to then, maybe we take the trade at 9 AM and we take the longs. Again, that's why I want to stay extremely, extremely, extremely reactive. Extremely reactive. My buy would be probably just a bottom wick of the next hour, to be honest. Let this hourly kind of close probably a little bit doji. And then, this hourly closes a bit doji. How do I anticipate the next candle could potentially look? Well, I would anticipate it probably would look something like this. Like this. That's not that we can do better than that. I anticipate it would look, something like this. So where would my buy be? My buy would be on the bottom wick of the next hour. Because I would look to take advantage of this wick. Because this hourly could confirm it for me. And then that'll be a bit of a morning star play, right? You've tagged the lows, you've held support, so we could be playing a bit of a hourly morning star. Look at that, anyone just tuning in saying, wow, why is Aaron's gold price different to mine? I know, it's just a drawing. It's not real, look, get rid of it. That was a pretty good drawing though. So my buy would be on the open of the next hour, potentially coming down for a bottom wick, because this hour right now is probably not going to do too much. So you want to see the next hour open, come down for a bottom wick, and then we can buy up into this resistance. You know, I unlikely would hold all the way up into yesterday's high today, because you have been range bound. But I would be looking even for a price to pull back up into like 51.90 maybe. If we look at this on a clean GC chart for a second, let's just delete everything here. Let's go hourly chart. This is what we're... And again, look left, guys. What did we do last time in this range? We chopped around a lot. Well, if we extend this across, we're pretty much stuck in all of that zone. But it can get pretty choppy in there. With NFP tomorrow as well. So I would say, you know what? Here's my resistance. You got nice wick rejections. Broke above, broke it. Resistance, sold off. Resistance, broke above, sold off. So I'd say, you know what? My resistance around 51.86. And then I would say, cool, I've got support sitting around 51.63-ish. Nice fake out, nice resistance, support, 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 resistance, fake out, support, support here to the left. So this is what we are really working with right now. You know, we can think what we want on the lower time frame. This is the reality of what we're trying to trade within. And if you don't like this range, you don't want to trade within the range, don't trade it. But if you do want to give it a try, but accept that this is a pretty tough range. Like we did yesterday. We traded this range yesterday and had a great day. But we traded it at the lows after a big liquidity grab. So, could we be trading it at the lows after a big liquidity at 9 AM? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Let's see. Let's see. Have a clean chart where you can see just naked price action. Here's resistance, here's support. Super simple. Don't overthink. Then we can look at this chart and maybe try and understand it a little bit more. So what I would like to see here on gold now, coming into 9 AM, and again, I would take this at half risk today, but I would like to see price, now that you've confirmed this big fake out, come down, grab some lows, hourly bottom wick, and I'll look to buy up into the highs. But remember, if you trade the 5 minute, just keep in mind, this is the reality here. This is the reality. Yeah, it does. Yep, it does look like a nice inverse head and shoulders. Absolutely. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. This almost looks like here's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder with a nice trend line coming down. So that's the exact reason why I didn't want to sell gold. So stuck to the plan and save myself a loss there. We don't really have there's no real news that he tagged me on X. Let's have a look. Let's see. I can't see any. Do you hashtag London Open? Can't see anything, man. How do I see posts? I can't see anything, man. Would I get on the hourly flip? It depends how it opens. Depends on this hourly kind of closes. It's not like I'm not super eager to take that trade, but yeah, maybe. It depends how this hourly. If this hourly just pretty much just fulfills the range, then probably not. It's I would like to take it, but if I don't get it, will I be bored? Not really, just because it is a very 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 messy range. But yeah, you could get on the bottom wick in the next hour if you want to. But just understand it is ranging. Look at this, gone from looking so bearish to all of a sudden tagging lows and flipping back above. That's what Goldie loves to do. NQ still ranging as well. Silver, is silver shaping up like gold? Oh yeah, look at that silver. Look, oh, silver shaping up like gold. That was beautiful. Look at that. 30-minute fake out. 30-minute fake out. Hourly support. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Let's have a look, man. Oh, nice. That was a huge sell, man. When was that in Asia? Yeah, huge short. All the way back up here. That was a huge short, man. Huge short. Oh no, wait. Wait, was that? Wait, what was that? Yesterday? Let me see. What time frame is that, man? 30-minute. Oh no, I'm looking at. Oh, I'm looking at silver. What am I talking about? NQ chart. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, short from here. Nice. I mean, this was nice. Even here, here's your, you know, a bit of a trend line coming up. Once this breaks bearish, even shorten that one would be nice. Shorten that would be nice. Which is kind of why I do like longs on NQ. So silver's gone from tagging hourly lows, holding support, to now getting back above. Same thing as gold here. So again, if you saw this sell off on gold and you couldn't bear to not be in a trade and you tried to chase and you FOMO'd in, guess what? You've just been squeezed out. You've just been squeezed out, FOMOing into shorts at hourly support. That's personally why I said I wasn't going to sell that, and I'm very happy to have not shorted that. Although I haven't taken a trade yet, I also haven't lost money. And it would have been easy to FOMO into a C quality trade there. So YouTube guys, I'm going to wrap up here guys. It looks like Goldie is probably just going to create a bit of a range today. There is the possibility of buying gold back up into our resistance, but to be honest, before the hourly closure, it looks like it's going to fill the range. So with the way we're, you know, we're closing bearish, tagging lows bullish, tagging highs bearish, tagging lows bullish, to me it's just an indication that we are creating a bit of an aggressive range. So personally, I am going to probably wait for pre-New York and just wait for a bit of a better breakout. But like I said guys, we've protected the capital this morning. We didn't FOMO into an average quality trade that we really know we shouldn't have been in. Therefore, we're flat on the day, ready to execute when the markets presents a nicer opportunity. So we have all day to trade guys. Remember, it is NFP tomorrow as well, so don't force it. If you don't see much there, you see the range, you want to walk away, fantastic. That's professional way of thinking. Set your alerts, walk away, let the charts come to you. And we'll be right back again tomorrow guys. I will also recap yesterday's live trade on a trade breakdown today as well. So trade safe today guys, and I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Peace.